Y'all come and took care of me this morning. I want to take care of y'all.
Robert Shaver has reason to smile. Today, the day before Thanksgiving, will be the biggest day of the year for his catering business. In November and December, he will sell 3,000 turkeys and hams, all thanks to a day that was given birth almost 400 years before. It was September 1620. A tiny group of 102 religious separatists, looking to find a new Jerusalem in a new world, set sail in a crowded ship called the Mayflower. After 2 months at sea, as a New England winter set in, they began to build a colony called Plymouth. It was a miserable time. By spring, almost half the colony will be dead. Their leader, William Bradford.
Our fathers were Englishmen, which come over this great ocean and were ready to perish in this wilderness. But they cried unto the Lord, and he heard their voice.
They had survived the winter, in part because of an alliance with nearby Indians. As the second winter approaches, we have this brief account of some sort of celebration.
Edward Winslow reported, "To in a special manner rejoice together, after we had gathered the fruit of our labors."
The English were doing this thing, and Massasoit showed up with these 90 men. They stayed for 3 days. They went out and got 5 deer to add to what the English were cooking. They played games together.
No one called it Thanksgiving. But 168 years later, as the young nation ends its revolution, George Washington proclaimed Thursday, the 26th of November, 1789, a day of public thanksgiving and prayer, devoted to the service of that great and glorious being who is the beneficent author of all the good that was, that is, or that will be. But this was only one day, not a national holiday. That would come only after Sarah Hale spent 36 years beseeching several presidents to name an official day of thanksgiving and praise. Abraham Lincoln would on October 3rd, 1863, just 3 months after one of the bloodiest battles in American history at Gettysburg. In the midst of the Great Depression, President Roosevelt attempted to jumpstart the economy by moving Thanksgiving up a month. Retailers loved the idea, traditionalists did not. Plymouth prevailed. Turkeys began to show up at the White House in the late 1940s. President Kennedy suggested sparing this one, and soon after, the annual Thanksgiving pardon was on. This year, 240 million turkeys will be consumed in a Thanksgiving meal, costing us 3,000 calories. For guys like Robert Shaver, it will symbolize a country brimming with confidence and abundance. A day for thanksgiving and praise that traces its beginnings to a tiny band of believers who would birth a new kind of country, unlike any the world had ever seen.